Headlines most affecting Abbotsford this week, from a BNE to an iguana on the run. The Invictus Games and what they mean to the Fraser Valley. Abbey PD releasing gang crime stats for this past year. And from Abbotsford to the CFL Bo Lokombo retires. Alex will have more in sports. Our guest this week includes Gwen and more on the Invictus Games. All right, Abbotsford, let's get started. A break-in occurring at a cannabis dispensary in Douro shortly before 5 o'clock on January 9th. Two masked men using a white Ford F-350 tried to break into the store. They got away with a little bit of product. Mission Mounties responded. They spotted the truck matching the vehicle's description driving along Richards Avenue in Mission, but the truck did flee from police and has not been located. The investigation is still ongoing. If you have any information, please call RCMP. Abbey PD Gang Crime Unit remains focused on targeting known gang members, their associates, individuals involved in criminal activities and such. In 2024, the unit carried out over 800 curfew checks, 600 bar checks, seizing offense-related property valued at over $120,000, all for forfeiture. The Invictus Games are in Vancouver, February 8th to the 16th. They are an international multi-sport event for wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and servicewomen, both serving and vets. Now, the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, was inspired to create the Invictus Games after he saw the Warrior Games in America in 2013. Legion vet and Valley rep Gwen will be joining us in a moment to explain why this is important to the Valley, as well as British Columbia veterans in general. Canada Public Safety is coordinating a $1.3 billion effort to further strengthen the border and disrupt illegal cross-border activity. Now, in the coming weeks, Ottawa is going to further enhance real-time surveillance of the border and increase a presence to support communities. That includes 60 new drones along the border with the U.S., deploying additional surveillance towers, purchasing new technology like X-rays, mobile X-rays, handheld chemical analyzers, and this all includes the Fraser Valley border crossings. Disturbing numbers when it comes to impaired driving. Every day in December of 2024, BC Highway Patrol took an average of 8 to 9 drunk drivers off the road. That's an impaired driver caught literally every 3 hours for 31 days. Last week in Mission, a passerby reported a large live iguana, about 4 feet long, on the shoulder of the Lougheed near Shook Street. Now, although some people have immediately thought that such a report could not be true, any experienced officer will tell you there are many times in their job that they encounter all sorts of peculiar situations, so this report could not be dismissed. Plus, with Hatzick Lake being nearby, there was a possibility the lizard creature had been attracted to the wetlands. Officers approaching with caution found that the stuffed animal, as you see here, appeared lifelike from a distance, but up close the eyes just seemed to say, "Iguana want to be your friend." I did not write that. Mission B RCMP wrote that. Contact them if you are missing your stuffed lizard. Coming up, really, I didn't write that. Our interview with Gwen and the Invictus Games, and a Valley football legend retires. Alex will have more in sports. This week continues with someone, if you're involved with the military, with the Anavets, with the Legion, you know Gwen and now you've got to show off the swag. She's involved with the Invictus Games, which is coming up in Vancouver in just a couple of weeks' time. So, first off, what are you doing now? Is it the Valley Legion going there, or you're kind of involved? Or
I am the co-team leader, Fraser Valley, for the Canadian Walk for Veterans, which always happens in September. Mm-hmm. And the group that organizes that now is True Patriot Love Foundation. And they are quite involved in the Invictus Games this year. In fact, I will be at the Invictus Games with the foundation in their fan zone, volunteering for that. So that's going to be just awesome.
Now, for people who don't know what Invictus is, and we were talking about this off camera, you mention it and people go, "Oh, that's that thing Prince Harry does." But it's more than that thing that Prince Harry does. What is it about? Who does it affect? And who does it bring awareness to?
Well, think of the Olympics, and it's so much more than that, because this is for serving military veterans who are wounded, injured, broken in spirit, ones who have PTSD, and when they come out of the service, they're lost. This, going to the Invictus Games, what gives them a chance to get together? They become a team again. They have the camaraderie of working together like they had in the military. It gives them hope. It gives them a uniform to wear again when they wear their Team Canada uniform, and the other participants as well. And another key thing is they compete in these sports, but essentially they're not competing against other competitors. They're competing against themselves. And the biggest thing is we celebrate them getting to the starting line, because that's the biggest step of all. Not the finish line, it's the starting line. And if we can get there and support all these athletes, then we give them hope. And if we can, what we can give them by encouragement, if it keeps just one more military person or veteran from committing suicide, that's worth it
This
there.
is the other thing, too, is the awareness that it brings, which, again, is tied in with the Walk for Veterans that I've been a part of with you, and I'm looking forward, again, to doing that in September. Gwen, so I just go to Invictus Games, and all the information is there?
Invictus Games 2025 is the website. There's some fantastic, the opening and closing ceremonies have a fantastic lineup. At the opening, the main headliner is Katy Perry.
I saw that, yeah.
And Team Canada is going to have 56 participants. But through the whole thing, there's going to be over 500 participants from approximately 22 countries are going to be there competing. And all the competitors, they cheer each other on. They're not that rivalry that there is with other games. And so it's just a fantastic experience.
And you're pumped, I can tell.
Oh, I am.
Gwen Settle, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
You're watching.
I'm going to be there. You be there too.
You're watching This Week.
Hey Abbotsford, let's talk some sports. Starting in the football world, from playing high school football in Abbotsford with W.J. Mowat to the CFL, Bo Lokombo loved the game and giving back to the community. One of the longest-serving BC Lions has finally called it a career. Lokombo announced his retirement after 10 pro football seasons, a career that included a number of awards, including winning the Most Outstanding Canadian Award in 2021. He will continue to hold camps and seminars for young players to hone their skills. Now, the Black Press is reporting that wrestler Mikhailjeet Grewal and gymnast coach Richard Akita have both announced as finalists for the 2025 Sport BC Athlete of the Year Awards. The 57th annual event occurs in Vancouver on March 6th. Grewal, a grade 12 W.J. Mowat student, has been nominated in the high school Male Athlete of the Year category, while Akita is up for Male Coach of the Year. Now over to basketball, where the Kelowna Owls defeated Abbotsford's MEI Eagles to win the 2025 Snowball Classic. As Black Press noted, the Owls were matched up with the Los Angeles-based Fairfax Lions team in the tournament semifinal and escaped with an 83-82 overtime win to stun the fans in attendance at Abbotsford Senior Secondary School. Now, the 2025 BC Minor Baseball Coaches Conference is January 31st to February 2nd at the Langley Event Center. The BC Minor Baseball Annual Coaches Conference is the gold standard when it comes to youth basketball coaching events in Western Canada, with past presenters like Reggie Smith, Aaron Mayette, Hector Barrios, Darren Fenster, Ernie Young, Larry Young, Dale Scott, Pete Caliendo, Dave Turgan, and many more. This conference is a must-attend event to get your season underway. Just Google BC Minor Baseball for more info. The Trinity Western University Athletics Department announced its Hall of Fame class of 2025, which features 4 athletes, a longtime coach and builder, and a historic team. This year's Hall of Fame inductees include athletes Dan Baynard, men's volleyball, Jacob Dirksen, men's basketball, Jen Creek, or Kaufelt, women's basketball, Angela Trotter, or Grahan, women's soccer, along with Alan Kotanen, men's hockey, in the coach and builder category, and the 1981-82 championship-winning men's hockey team. The class of 2025 will be officially inducted into the Hall of Fame on January 25th during the Spartans Hall of Fame induction ceremony at the Langley Events Center. That's been your abbyTV Sports. I'll see you at the game. Now coming up, Cari with the weather.
abbyTV weekend weather. So, Cari, is there no end to this fantastic weather?
Our weather this weekend is going to be sunny again with a few cloudy periods. Temperatures getting up to about 6 degrees during the day and down to below freezing at night. Our best chance for warmer weather is Monday when it's getting it all the way up to 8 degrees. Still going to be chilly at night though. Our weather is going to change though late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning when the clouds roll in, temperatures drop, and they are forecasting slushy, snowy rain. That's not cool. Here's a fun fact though. Moons can have moons. They're called moons. That's fun to say. Back to you, Don. Have a great week, everyone.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. Now, if you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, you can always send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. I'm Don Lehn.